right, Tim, are we broadcasting? We're live. Welcome to PHP Jeopardy. Yeah. All right. Thank you. I'm your host, Jeremy McCullough. Haven't been kicked out of the conference yet. Still here. Sorry about that. We're looking for 6 contestants to play with us right now. Ben Ramsey's up here already, but he's not eligible because he'll beat you all. Looks like we've got a tall gentleman in the back who should be wearing a kilt. Corey Fowler, why don't you come up here? Any other volunteers? Some folks at this table? You, sir. Not Sammy Powers. Yes, you, sir. Katie, feel free to come up. Looking for 3 more people. Some hands up in the back there. You, sir. Yep, feel free to come up. 2 more folks in this round. Looks like someone's nominating someone else at the AOL table. That guy. Sir, do you want to come up? Yeah, let's get up here. And we're looking for 1 more contestant, preferably someone that has not played before. We don't want to get any ringers in here. Indian gentleman at the AOL table, would you like to get up here? Are you the guy with the sausage question yesterday that didn't want to answer the sausage question? All right, so this gentleman's making his way to the stage. Props to Eli White, who's running the egg timers. We've got some professional stuff going on this time. So we're going to put in everyone's names first. So starting with Purple. You, sir, you just want to test the buzzer, Eli, make sure Purple can buzz in. Oh, Purple's Katie. That's a bit awkward. I'm just going to turn this around for my benefit. That works for me. Okay, so Katie is, Katie's going to be player 6. So now I've just lost the ability to edit that text area, so we're just going to reload. There we go. You, sir, what is your name?
Ken Jennings.
Ken Jennings? No. All right, we'll go with Ken Jennings. We'll just do Jennings because it's keeping it one line. You, sir, Sausage Man, what was your name? Ready? Spell that, please.
R-E-D-D-Y.
R-A.
R-E-D-D-Y.
E.
Yeah, D-D-Y.
Ready. Sorry. We just make sure the mics work. When you buzz in, you're going to want to use the microphone to give your answer because we are broadcasting. If you just want to talk into the mic.
Testing.
Great. You, sir, what is your name? Feel free to say into the mic so the folks can see us.
David.
David. David 3. We'll leave you as David 3.
Yes.
Corey Fowler. Kilts.
Correct. Kilts.
Kilts. 4 Kilts.
Hello.
I believe your name is Jonathan. Is that correct?
Yes.
Just John. Is that Jonathan? Jonathan?
You got it.
And lastly, Katie. Katie. All right, just going with Katie. Going up. So this is our players. Welcome. Why don't we just run through again? Just as you already told me your name. I'm sorry, I should have done this all at once. Just give us a little background. What brought you here? Keep it like under 10 seconds. There's a microphone. This guy's got it already. Excellent.
So, work for an automotive company. Company paid for a conference, and we were able to squeeze 2 people into the budget. I was the second guy, so here I am.
And Jennings, what is your real name? Kevin. His name is Kevin Jennings. You, sir.
I am Shashi Reddy. I work for AOL. And yeah, I'm here to learn more stuff like what everyone else is doing, and then meet like a lot of all the PHP community people.
All right.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. David 3.
My name is David, obviously, and I'm here because I am passionate about writing good quality code that I can reuse, and I like learning from everybody.
Excellent. Corey.
Kilts does cloud. Kilts does
Kills
cloud.
in the cloud. Jonathan.
So we're sponsoring the conference here.
What company are you representing, Jonathan?
Classy Llama.
Classy Llama?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, here with a team of some of my developers, so kind of showing them the ropes and love the conference. So.
Excellent. And Katie.
A plane brought me.
The plane brought Katie here. Lastly, Tim Little just asked me to stand to the side. Am I in the correct place? Can move that way a hair. What am I aiming at here? What am I looking at? I'm staying out of that side. Okay, we're just going to, not even going to do anything here. All right, let's go out to the board. Let's look at the categories. Quick, hopefully everyone's played Jeopardy before. Rules of the game are you're going to pick a category, you're going to pick a dollar amount, and you're going to see an answer. I'm going to need your response in the form of a question. If it's not in the form of a question, you, like many other PHP Jeopardy players before, will not get credit. We will dock you the points, and probably the person sitting next to you will immediately get the correct answer. So the categories we have here are tech support. These are going to be questions about PHP Tech Conference and history. We have PHP non-breaking space 7. Very important that you have the space in there, or Derek Rethens will find you. Third category here is class action. This is going to be categories, questions about PHP classes, interfaces, that sort of thing. Fourth category, shout out to my Aunt Michelle, who's home, really likes to collect elephants. Zenobia is going to be an elephant category. And lastly, PHP sadness category, which I think that is still a PHP sadness category. These are coming from the PHP sadness website. These are going to be problems with PHP, kind of like, those are some more trivia questions. Some of these are more casual. You'll figure it out as we go along. Who most recently, who ate the most slices of pizza so far? Let's go across the board. Let's start with Ken. 3 slices. Ready? How many slices of pizza do you have? 4.
Yep.
That's 7. 7 slices. Corey hasn't eaten yet. Somebody get this man a slice of pizza. John?
I'm at like 6 or 7. I'm not sure.
6 or 7. Looks like he's trying to cheat but isn't really committed to cheating. And Katie, how many slices did you have?
They're squares.
They're squares. She had square slices, not a number. Looks like we're starting with David. That's number Wang. I used that joke yesterday, but it's still valid for the audience at home. David, you have control of the board. Please let me know the category and dollar amount you'd like to start with.
Tech support for 300.
Tech support for 300. And Eli is kindly working the buzzer thingies up here, so your buzzers are not going to be active until Eli decides that I'm done reading the question. Tech support. This is the name of PHP Architect's plush mascot. Looks like it's open to buzz in, and we've got David. Is that David? David is green.
Corey is green, and
Corey is green. I'm colorblind, and we're turning this back around. Okay.
What is Archie?
What is Archie is correct. Kilts with the correct answer there. Who is Archie? Or what is Archie? Just making sure the score thing is working. Yes, you've got $300. Great. If you're wondering, you can go negative. It'll happen. Corey, you've got control of the board.
Can I go with PHP sadness, please?
PHP sadness, what
For
dollar
100.
amount would you like? In Canadian or US preferred?
Canadian.
100. PHP sadness, before PHP 5.5, appending, I'll spare you reading that out. This string to the URL of a script would produce this output. Buzzers look like they're live. Nobody has the correct answer. Our buzzers are presumably live.
Can we say not a number?
All right, we'll go 3, 2, 1. Looks like Katie's trying to buzz in. Are the buzzers still live? Katie.
What is PHP info?
What is PHP info is incorrect. I'm sorry. We're going to have to dock you 100 Canadian for that. Don't worry, that's only $2. What we're actually looking for is, what is the PHP logo? What is the PHP logo? Corey, since that answer was did not get answered, you still have control of the board.
Well, that was sad, so let's continue with sadness for 200.
Sadness for
please.
200. Let's get this category over with. Deep recursion during cloning is one way to cause this low-level crash of the PHP interpreter from userland. Looks like Jennings is spamming the button. Jennings, what's your answer?
What is a segfault?
What is a seg fault? I believe that's correct. Jennings, 200. Regaining control of the board. Jennings, where would you like to go?
PHP sadness for 300.
PHP sadness for 300, sticking with what works. While PHP 7 will complain about a, quote, invalid numeric literal when encountering 018, earlier versions will evaluate it as this, without batting an eye. Looks like Katie's buzzing in. Katie.
What is an octal?
What is an octal is incorrect. We're looking for an actual numeric value. If you'd like to try again, I didn't specify. We're looking for a numeric value it evaluates as.
Yeah, what is 18?
What is 18 is incorrect. Anyone else? Looks like Jonathan's buzzing in.
What is 10?
What is 10? Incorrect. Sorry, Jonathan. All right, we're looking for what is 1. Basically gives up processing the octal after when it sees the first illegal character. Stops at 1. All right. Looks like Jennings previously had control of the board. Jennings, you still got control of the board.
And PHP sentence for 400.
400. Let's get it over with. This operator's left associativity makes it unsuitable to stack into if, else, is, else, is, those expressions, which is possible in any other language. Katie is aggressively hitting the button. Katie, what is your answer?
What is the ternary operator?
What is a ternary operator is correct.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Katie.
Sadness
Quick recap
for
of the
500?
scores. Katie currently back at 0.
Nothing. Sadness for 500.
Sadness for 500. Declaring _lambda func on your own is a surefire way to get this core function to start spewing errors. Not that you would, but you could. Ben Marks with the lambda func, gonna give it to you. Giving up in 3, 2, 1. Nobody wants to lose money. We're looking for what is create function. Why would you use that? You wouldn't. That's the point of the question. Katie, you've got control of the board.
Can I have PHP non-breaking space 7 for 500?
Thank you for not forgetting the non-breaking space. For 500, you said. Alrighty, here's the question. Adam Harvey's session on migrating extensions to PHP 7 bid farewell to this acronym, which died with PHP 5.6. Something's going on with the lights. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to go with it. Looks like they're active.
Dang it.
Looks like nobody attended any sessions this afternoon. That's quite shameful. Going to the audience for this one in 3, 2, 1. Audience. What is EREG? Is not this gentleman's in the wrong extension entirely. James Titcomb. What is TRSMLCC? What does that stand for bonus points? What is the FIG? Is incorrect. Other vegetables. We're looking for thread safe resource management. Thank you, Gary, for the color commentary. Next year, we'll be sure to have a audience camera on steady, whatever. James, since you took a noble stab at that, you have control of the board. James Titcomb is requesting class action for 500 because he's not responsible for losing this money. Once registered, instances of these classes will be initialized as soon as a stream function accesses their associated protocol. I assure you I'm not making this up. As a clue, this class appears in the PHP manual, although it is not an actual class, just an image of what your class should look like. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2. Delegating to the audience. You, sir. What are stream wrappers is correct. That's what we were looking for. Stream wrappers. Gentlemen, what is your name? Sipping red wine, but I'm not going to bring, I already said it. I'm sorry. So maybe you don't want to give me your name. Jeremy. Okay, that's self-incriminating. Jeremy, what category would you like? Zenobia 500. Going to the elephants. This Polyglot conference, hosted in Montreal, or this year Vancouver, produced white elephants for its attendees this year. Katie, spamming the button. I really doubt that Eli activated this after I was done. Katie.
What is Confu?
What is Confu is correct. Congratulations. You are $500 richer, and you have control of the board.
Zenobia for 400.
Zenobia 400 knows an easy category when she sees it. While Amsterdam PHP was first to produce black elephants, this framework did so last year to celebrate their 10th anniversary. Looks like it is Corey Fowler throwing his buzzer at me.
What is the Symphony framework?
What is a Symphony framework is correct. Kilts for 400. Kilts, you have control of the board.
Same category, 300, please.
Say what?
Zenobia for
Zenobia
300.
for 300. The folks at PHP Architect recently took over fulfillment from Brian Redderer, if he's in the audience. Red elephants adorned with the logo of this popular framework, and we've got, looks like Jennings is buzzing in.
What is the Laravel framework?
What is the Laravel framework is correct. Good job, Jennings. Jennings, you have control of the board.
Xenophobia 200.
Zenobia for 200. This Canadian conference, now in its final year, commissioned an order of woolly mammoth elephants. Buzzing in, looks like we've got Corey Fowler.
That would be a great Canadian conference called True North PHP. What is
That
True
would
North
not be a
PHP?
question. Sorry, Kilts. Resetting the buzzers. It looks like David 3 is buzzing in, but Katie's got it. Is that Katie? That looks like it's Katie.
What is True North PHP?
What is True North PHP? Exactly what I said earlier. The person next to you will just steal the answer from you. As my grandmother said when she overcooked her noogies, tough noogies. Katie, you've got control of the board.
Zenobia for 100.
Zenobia for 100. This PHP conference, which took place in Las Vegas last October, produced teal elephants to celebrate the release of PHP 7. Is this thing working? Okay. Corey Fowler. Technology. Crazy, isn't it?
What is ZenCon?
What is ZenCon is correct. I appreciate the voice inflection. Kilts, 100. You've got control of the board.
PHP non-breaking space 7 for 400.
PHP 7 for 400. This method is a more performant shorthand way of temporarily binding an object scope to a closure and invoking it. Little hint, it is on the closure class. Method on the closure class. Looks like we've got Jennings buzzing in. Jennings.
What is bind?
What is bind is incorrect. Sorry, Jennings. Bind existed previously in PHP 5.5 and 5.6. We're looking for something that was introduced in 7. All right, going to the audience in 3, 2, 1. Audience. Call. What is call is correct. Looking for what is closure call. Delegating to Eli. Eli, what category would you like here? Tech support for 400, you said? 100, starting easy. This murder mystery from PHP Tech 2015 was modeled after this classic Parker Brothers game. Looks like Jonathan is buzzing in.
What is clue?
What is clue is correct. Jonathan, you've got control of the board.
I'll take class action for 200.
Class action for 200. PHP 7 introduces this interface, which will be implemented by both the exception and error-based classes. Looks like David 3 is buzzing in. David?
What is throwable?
What is throwable is correct. Congratulations. You have control of the board, David.
Class action for 300.
Class action for 300. Since PHP 5.4, the session set save handler function accepts a single instance of this interface in lieu of 6 callable arguments. Jennings thinking hard whether he wants to gamble at all. The sad part is all the words are basically on the screen. You just have to put them together. Jennings is buzzing in. Jennings.
What is session save handler?
Going to the audience in 3, 2, 1. Yes, sir. Jake in the back. Session interface, incorrect. We're looking for session save handler interface. Or without the save, because I don't remember these things either. Scandal strikes PHP Jeopardy once again. Jake Smith, you have control of the board for nobly trying. Jake Smith and the AOL table have settled on class action for 400. The times they are a-changin' unless you use this class, which was introduced in PHP 5.5. A class we can, as a hint, thank Derek Rethens for. As Jennings rolls his eyes, of course. Going to the audience in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Audience. Sammy K. Powers with what is date time immutable is the correct answer. Sammy, you've got control of the board for us.
Yeah, that's a smart way to phrase that.
PHP non-breaking space 7 for 100, you said. Here we go. Andrea Faulds first authored this RFC, borrowing syntax from HEHVM's hack language and supporting a strict types mode. Kiltz is thinking hard about hitting the green buzzer. And the hands are back in the lap as he reaches for his beer. All right, going to the audience in 3, 2, 1. Return type annotations is incorrect. I'd dock you points, sir, if I knew how to do it. Corey Fowler is buzzing in.
Scalar type hinting?
Scalar type hinting, despite the inflection, is not the form of a question. Sorry, Kilts.
Come on. Someone jump on
All right, looks like Jonathan is going to steal the points for this one. Jonathan.
What is scalar type hinting?
What is scalar type hinting is correct. What are scalar type hints to be grammatically correct? Jonathan, despite all odds, you have control of the board.
I'll take class action for 100.
Classy llama actions for 100. Casting a PHP array, they like that table, okay. Casting a PHP array to object is one way to create an instance of this class. Jennings hitting the buzzer with no regard.
What is lowercase std, uppercase c, lowercase lass?
Jennings with the very appropriate what is standard class. Congratulations, Jennings. Not willing to risk anything on this answer. Jennings, you've got control of the board.
PHP non-breaking space 7 for 200, please.
PHP 7 for 200. This comparison operator will return 0, -1, and 1. Please let me read the question. If the left operands is equal to, less than, or greater the right. Looks like we got it with Fowler.
What
Unexpected.
is the spaceship operator?
What is a spaceship operator is correct. Congratulations, Kilts. You have control of the board.
Let's close up PHP non-breaking space 7 for
Closing
300,
out
please.
PHP 7 for 300. This operator provides, quote, syntactic sugar for the common case of needing to use a ternary in conjunction with isset. And it looks like David's buzzing in.
What is the no coalescing operator?
What is a no coalescing operator is correct. We also would have accepted question marks.
One too many question marks?
Well, there's the one question mark for the sentence, but the you don't even know what this operator is, do you? Scandal strikes again. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to dock you points here. Looks like, just to recap here, Kilts and Katie both in lead with 700, tied. Jonathan and Jennings both at -100. Reddy, you're the guy that has yet to buzz in. I was telling people earlier, there's always one of you. Congratulations on being that guy. And David making a commendable 500 placement in second. David, you have control of the board.
What is tech support for 500?
Let's just use everything in the form of a question just in case. Tech support for 500. Marco Tabini and his associates held the very first PHP Tech back in 2006 in this city. Looks like Jonathan's buzzing in.
What is St. Louis?
What is St. Louis is incorrect. Sorry, Jonathan. This is actually the first time we've been in St. Louis. Corey Fowler is buzzing in. Corey.
What is the Windy City?
What is the windy city of Chicago, presumably?
Chicago.
Unless you're being vague and hoping I know. Also the incorrect answer. Before we go to the audience in 3, 2, 1. Audience. Anna Felina. Toronto. Toronto is not the answer we're looking for. That was PHP Works, according to Ben Ramsey, notable historian. You, sir. What is Orlando, Florida is the correct answer. I don't remember, but that guy did. Sir, what is your name so we can credit you for this amazing discovery? Donovan. Donovan with Orlando, Florida. Donovan, you can pick the next dollar amount. We can't give you the full category selection. There's only one left. 200? 400. Tech support 400 from Donovan. This musketeer is responsible for illustrating all the PHP-themed face cards adorning the walls tonight.
Do you need full name?
We would prefer a full name, Mr. Fowler. Yes, that would help.
What's his last name?
What's his last name?
That should automatically.
That's you shouldn't be. That's not really. We don't really have rules for Jeopardy, but that's bad form, sir.
Sorry, Kevin.
Alrighty. I guess if we judges ruling from Eli, do we allow first names only? Eli nods. All right, we're allowing first names. Would anyone like to buzz in?
I'll be the third person.
We're not.
Fowler, would you like to buzz in?
No, because I feel
Okay.
as if I should be disqualified.
Going to the audience in 3, 2, 1. Ben Marks. Who is Kevin Bruce is what we're looking for. Congratulations. Round of applause for Kevin. That wasn't the form of a question. Thank you, Gary, for being the rules jury person. Something. Ben Marks, pick the last category.
This was on Final Jeopardy last week. Tech support for 200.
Tech support for 200. This 10.7% ABV root beer has been a staple at many PHP techs of years past. At the last minute, I changed it to this question instead of naming the brewery of this beer. So I'm glad we didn't go that route. That would have clearly been a $500 question. Looking for the name of the acclaimed root beer of Shoeless Joe's. Looks like we've got some back there. Sid. Sid. What is not your father's root beer is correct. Thank you, Sid.
Chicago. That was going to be.
This guy. All right, let's review the scores, see how things panned out. Looks like Kilts threw it all away in the end there. Lost a bunch of money. Katie come out on top there with $700. Congratulations, Katie. David in third place with $500. Kilts with $200. Ready? Maybe you want to stick in for next round, see if things pick up. Thank you all for playing. And yes, David, you had a question.
That was second, not third.
You were second place. Sorry, yes, you were second. Jonathan, you owe me some money. There may or may not be prizes. We'll take a quick break, get some more pizza, get a beer. We'll come back for round 2 in just a minute. Thanks. And we're back looking for 6 new contestants for round 2. This gentleman is giving a thumbs up and moving his way to this table. You're going to play both games? How's this working out here? All right, you're in on this. Ben Ramsey. Fancy seeing you here. Can we get 4 people that would like to lose to Ben Ramsey? Bill Kondo making his way to the stage here. Ian Lippman, feel free to take a seat there. 3 more contestants. Corey Fowler, please fill me up a plate of pizza. I didn't eat anything yet. Thank you. Jennings is back. Before we bring Jennings back, do we have new contestants? Representative from the AOL table, perhaps. Ali, is your name Ali, sir? What is it? Freddie? You're fronting. You're Freddie. Okay. Welcome. Yes, can we get a British interpreter? Gary, you get up here as well. We need 2 more players. James, would you like to play? James did play in Benelux. Sandy Smith. That's right. Come on down. You've been voluntold to participate. Ben Marks. Oh, Ben Marks with the pizza. Thank you, Ben Marks. What a mensch. And we're looking for 1 more player. 1 more player here, preferably not Ben Ramsey. Thank you. All right, Ben Marks is taking the stage. All right, let's get everyone in for round 2, and we'll get your names. Please take the mic. Let us know who you are. Make sure I spell your name correctly. As I understand, you are Fred.
I am most certainly Freddie.
I really need a translator for this guy. A little bit slower. Fred.
Sorry?
Fred. Is this correct?
Sure, whatever.
What is your name?
Sorry?
What is your actual name?
Freddie. You need to add a D-I-E. Or yeah, that'll work. Perfect.
Is that correct?
I think it's an alias.
Sure.
All right, thank you, Gary, for translating. All right, Freddie, why don't you tell the audience at home just a little bit about yourself? I realize you are a speaker. You're obviously not from St. Louis.
Yeah, I'm the most incompetent member of the Cloudflare staff. There you are.
Okay. Sandy?
I'm Sandy. Nice.
That barely fits. Is that spelled correctly? I think so.
Yeah, it's probably Hugo. Yeah.
So, Hugo. Okay, we do Hugo.
Because I was there.
All right, Sandy, you're wearing an orange shirt. Do you work here, or are you pretending to be?
I am. I always pretend to work.
Okay. Let's pass it over to Ian.
Well, since you already know my name, and yeah, I did a couple of talks, so the one today was better than the one yesterday.
All right, we'll let Joined In decide that. Bill Kondo.
I found a free way to get in here. Find an orange shirt, and they don't card you.
All right. Bill Kondo exposing the secrets of sneaking into conferences. You, sir, what is your name?
My name's Zach.
Zach.
Yeah, that's about it.
Zach, anything about Zach that we should know?
I've been on Real Jeopardy before.
We've got a ringer. Might have to bring Ben Ramsey back. Ben Marks, a little bit about yourself.
Yes, they do. Has anyone heard the good news about Magento 2?
Have you all accepted Magento as your Lord and Savior? Quick shout out, Sammy K. Powers. We can't get a camera over there, but we're going to be doing a Pringles tasting after the broadcast here for the PHP Roundtable broadcast. So feel free to join Sammy and the PHP Roundtable afterwards, phproundtable.com. You owe me $6. All right, let's take a look at our categories. First of all, I want to thank you all for volunteering. Volunteering. Sorry, the Coltrane 11% beer is getting to me. After the well, this is a packed category board. Okay. So the categories this time for round 2, we've got continuous iteration. These are going to be questions about PHP iterators, because I know you all love those. Second, we have center stage. These are going to be questions about the speakers at PHP Tech this year. PHP sadness category. That's awkward. 1 second here as I just unplug this and make sure that the PHP Sadness category is not a mistake. That would certainly be awkward if that was the same questions as last time. Dum, dum, dum. Yeah. 3, 4. That's a bit awkward. That's definitely awkward. All right, so we're going to go with 4 categories for this game.
No.
And really sorry about that. Looks like I done goofed. All right, let's go back here. And we're just going to skip that category. Or we could just do it anyway because you probably forgot the answers from last time. All right, coming back to the screen here. And let's enable this once again. That was a colossal screw-up. I apologize.
I want my money back.
We're actually entirely missing the sponsors category. I don't know where that went.
Damn it, Trebek.
Oh.
Wait, too many?
Should have used XML.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, gosh. All right. So we've accidentally deleted the sponsors category. So for PHP Sadness, I remembered what that category was. I'm going to read out the questions, and it's just not going to be the PHP Sadness category. But just pretend PHP Sadness is sponsors. This is the 3rd scandal to strike Jeopardy in one night. All right, so as we started off last time, who has had the most slices of pizza? We'll start with Freddie. How many slices have you had?
You can't even refer to me by my real name. That's so rude.
It was my understanding that your name was Freddie. I'm sorry if that was badly translated by Gary Hawken.
I've lost count. I'm too drunk.
Looks like Freddie's starting with the board. Freddie, where would you like to start today? I hope that makes it up to you. What is your real name, sir?
Junaid. You won't be able to pronounce it.
Okay, I've given up already. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
Let's go for continuous integration for $200.
Continuous integration for 200. This file system iterator subclass might allow you to iterate over all files matching star.php in a directory.
SPL autoload.
Need to buzz in first, and it looks like Ian buzzed in, but that also wasn't in the form of a question, Freddie. So we just saved you $300. Ian.
What is glob iterator?
What is glob iterator is correct. Congratulations. Ian, you have control of the board.
Let's go.
I don't know why that's Ian keeps buzzing in. Can we reset the buzzers? Not yet. Oh, it will reset when we're ready to buzz in, and we're not ready. Ian.
Let's go with sponsor, not sadness.
Sponsor, not sadness.
500.
For 500. This sponsor. Really sorry about this. Sorry. No, actually, sorry. This sponsor, which specializes in customer acquisition marketing, sponsored PHP Tech last year as well, based in Charlotte, North Carolina. Looks like you, sir, your name is Zach. I'm really bad at this. Is buzzing in. What is Red Venture is correct. Congratulations, Zach. Red Venture, a.k.a. Create Function Incorporated. Thank you for sponsoring, and I'm really sorry about this category. Zach, you've got control of the board. Bonus points if we could just get sadness sponsors out of the way immediately so I don't have to think about this.
Sad sponsors for 400.
Sad sponsors for 400. You bet they're sad because I'm botching this entirely. Gary Hawken represents this sponsor, which would be more than happy to provide you a license for any reason at all. Looks like Ben Marks is buzzing in.
What is PHP Storm?
What is PHP Storm? We also would accepted what is Jet.
Yes, you
Gary's
do.
saying he does not represent PHP Storm.
You absolutely do.
Looks like we need to reset the buzzers.
The whole booth is PHP Storm.
Resetting the
literally,
buzzers.
the stickers say PHP Storm. They don't say JetBrains.
Gary and Ben Marks in an amazing argument right now. Someone's buzzing in. We need to reset this. Resetting. Looks like Zach's got it.
What is JetBrains?
What is JetBrains is correct. Also known as the ternary operator. Sorry. Let's just executive decision. PHP Sadness for 300.
That's it.
Yes. While PHP Architect is busy selling elephants of various colors, this local company is peddling free llamas. And we're going with Sandy, Hurricane Hugo.
What is classy llama?
What is classy llama is correct. Congratulations, Hugo. What is one? We also would have accepted. Going for PHP Sadness for 200. In a common age of identity theft, this sponsor will help you with all of your single sign-on and identity management needs, including LDAP. Looks like Ian's buzzing in.
What is Stormpath?
What is Stormpath is correct. Congratulations, Ian. Stormpath also for all your segfault needs. Lastly, wrapping up for 100, Matt Wellowegg, also known by this UUID and Stormpath integration system, left CNET to found this company in 2005, which would be more than happy to host the WorstCon website once we migrate off of Scopin. Buzzing in now, looks like Ben Marks.
What is automatic?
What is automatic is correct. Congratulations, Magento, and I'm sorry you weren't a category, but really nothing was lost. Ben Marks, you've got control of the board, and we're back to normal Jeopardy.
Let's just get irregular expressions out of the way for 100, please.
Regular expressions for 100 coming right up. In this category, I'm not going to pronounce anything because we frankly don't have the time. You're going to see a picture of a regular expression. Your job is to tell me what it solves for. So, starting off with 100, here we go. Eli, feel free to set this as soon as the slide pops up. Boom. Looks like Zach's buzzing in.
What is an IPv4?
Zach, please use the microphone for the privilege of the viewers at home.
What is an IPv4 IP address?
What is an IPv4 address is correct. Congratulations, Zach. Zach, you have control of the board. For real this time.
Irregular expressions 200.
Irregular expressions for 200. Here we go. Looks like Ian is chiming in. Ian.
What are prime numbers?
What are prime numbers is incorrect. I'm sorry. Someone's spamming the, we need to reset this buzzer, I think. And maybe, oh, it's Zach again. Hello, Zach.
What is a UUID?
What is a UUID is correct. Congratulations.
Okay, that makes sense.
For all your UUID needs, Ben Ramsey's UUID library. Be sure to check that out. Yeah, Ben Ramsey. Ben Ramsey, you've got control of the board. Ben's going right to irregular expressions for 300. Here we go. They're going to get progressively harder. Looks like Ian Littman is signing in. Ian, what's your answer?
What is the regular expression to determine an email address?
An email address is what we're looking for. Bonus points for the RFC number. Going to Cal Evans. Yes, Cal Evans. 2822 from Ben Ramsey. I think that's incorrect. 822. 2822. Ben Ramsey is insisting. I'm not going to argue with the man because he's been in the PHP community longer than I've been alive. Cal Evans, feel free to poke the next category. Boop. A regular expense of 400. Here we go. Things are about to get even crazier. For the record, this is not an emoji. This is an actual regular expression. Looks like Zach's buzzing in. Yes, Zach.
An alphanumeric character.
An alphanumeric character is incorrect. That would be a subset of what this is. Sorry, Zach, I have to dock you points for that. All right, go to the audience and, oh, we got Ian.
What are printable characters?
What are printable characters is what we're looking for. Printable ASCII characters. Congratulations, Ian, for getting that one. Ian, you now have control of the board.
Well, let's finish up irregular expressions.
Finishing up regular expressions. This may be the one you were thinking of. Boom. Here comes Zach with the correct answer, hopefully.
What is a prime number in binary?
What is a prime number in binary? Someone get this man a cookie. Now, I'm not going to assume that Zach knew what this was, but he clearly saw it before, and it's not something you ever forget. So if you at home find yourself on Jeopardy one day, remember this regular expression.
I did lose on Jeopardy, for what it's worth.
Ben Marks ever with the Weird Al song. Zach, you've got control of the board.
Show me for 100.
Show me for 100. This category is going to be based on St. Louis and local trivia. Starting off for 100. Maybe now you regret picking it.
What is Cheese Whiz Pizza?
Downtown St. Louis is home to this 630-foot tall structure, which also happens to be the tallest man-made monument in the Western Hemisphere. And Ben Marks chiming in here.
What is the arch?
What is the
St. Louis arch.
What is the St. Louis?
In St. Louis? Are you shitting
Not
me?
the full answer we're looking for. Sorry, Ben. Looks like we've got Hurricane Sandy chiming in here.
What is the gateway to the West Arch?
What is the gateway to the West Arch? We'll accept that, I suppose. It's really, what is the gateway arch? Gateway to the West, okay. Sorry, we're looking for the gateway.
That was $300.
$300 that you were cheated out of. I take it up with Consumer Affairs. Sandy, you've got control of the board.
Show me for 200.
Show me for 200. St. Louis was developed along the western bank of this river, which forms the Missouri-Illinois border. And we've got Zach.
What is the Mississippi?
What is the Mississippi? Bonus points for spelling it, please.
MISSISSIPPI.
Yes, that's correct. Remind you of the code of conduct. Sir, you have control of the board.
Show me for 300.
Show me for 300. Continuing the St. Louis trivia. This Major League Baseball team calls Busch Stadium their home. And we've got Hurricane Sandy.
What are the St. Louis Cardinals?
The St. Louis Cardinals. Round of applause for the local team. That's correct. All right, let's take a quick look at the scores, see what's going on. Freddie and Bill Condo not even chiming in, not at all. Magento, negative 400, but that's all right. They'll make up for it in venture capital. Zach commanding 1,500. Clearly, this man's been on Jeopardy before. Ian in a close second with 900, and Hugo with 700. Let's go back up. In all the excitement and humor, I've forgotten who has control of the board. It looks like it's Hugo.
Show me for 400.
Show me for 400, closing out the St. Louis trivia. Our evening bar selection included craft beers from this local brewery located just across the road. And we've got Ian chiming in.
What is O'Fallon?
What is O'Fallon, responds Ian as he looks at his beer bottle. That is correct. What is O'Fallon Brewery? If you haven't had it, I heartily recommend the Coltrane. It's 11.5%, and it will put you on your ass. Ian, you have control of the board.
Let's finish out the category.
Finishing out the Show Me State category for 500. After PHP Tech winds down tomorrow, WorstCon will head over to this local hot dog purveyor for a late lunch, meeting in the lobby at 2 p.m.
It's some name. Something's hot dogs. What is not hot dogs?
Nobody's buzzing to go into the audience soon.
Hamburgers is not hot dogs.
We've got Gary Hockin with a possible answer. Gary, shout it out. What is Steve's Hot Dogs is correct. We hope you can join us. I've already booked the entire restaurant. We'll take care of transportation, or you can use Uber, but make it out there. Meeting in the lobby 2 p.m. tomorrow. That's enough self-promotion. Gary Hockin, you've got the belt for the Magic the Gathering Championship. That's odd, but feel free to pick the next category. Continuous integration for 500. Why don't you come up here with that belt? We can get you on camera. 500 continuous iteration. This is the longest class name among SPL's iterator classes. Going to Jennings in 5, 4, 3, 2. Ian's buzzing in. Ian.
What is recursive iterator?
What is recursive iterator? Iterator is incorrect. Sorry, Ian. Going to Jennings. That was Jennings' guess. Going to the audience. We're going with recursive callback filter iterator. Again, you'd never use this. All right, Jennings, for the noble guests, why don't you pick the next category for us? Looking at you, Jennings. Center Stage 100. Questions here are going to be about speakers. Speakers are going to be the answers for this one. We're not talking about the speakers that are on stage projecting my lovely voice, talking about the conference speakers that made it all the way here to talk to you guys. If you didn't get a chance to meet this Canadian speaker, she'll be around for one more night, thanks to an airline screw-up. Before she makes her way to Amsterdam. Looks like Sandy is chiming in.
Who is Anna Felina?
Who is Anna Felina is correct. Is Anna here right now? Probably on her way to the airport. Oh, there she is in the back. Round of applause for Anna. Thank you for coming out. If you haven't already, be sure to check out Confu happening later this year in Vancouver. CFP is open today. Sandy, you've got control of the board.
Center stage for 500.
Center stage for 500. This British speaker hails from the French Alps, looks positively striking in his fitted tuxedo, and recently celebrated his birthday last night. Some of you were drinking with him at the very same table, and that's a shame. Hurricane Hugo chiming in. Hugo.
Who is Marcus?
Who is Marcus? I'll let you go in the last name. Who is Marcus Boynton? Marcus, if you're here right now, there he is, not wearing a tux. Still looks fantastic. Thank you, Marcus. Marcus, why don't you pick the next category for us? Center stage for 400. Loves the attention, that Marcus. This Australian speaker will continue her U.S. tour next week at PyCon in Portland. Dumpling plushie in tow. Looks like Hugo's chiming in. It's almost as if he organized this conference and picked some of the speakers.
Surprisingly, I didn't actually participate in picking any of the speakers, but I believe it is Katie.
You believe it is? I believe that is not in the form of a question. Who's buzzing in next? Going to this thing that is the guide of truth. Looks like it's Zach.
Who is Katie?
Who is Katie is correct. Where's Katie? Round of applause for Katie. Katie, you've got control of the board. What is the next category for us? Continuous iteration 400. Probably thankful she didn't get these questions in the previous round of Jeopardy that she walked away winning. 400. This class allows one or more iterators to be attached in a sequence for seamless traversal. And when I say seamless, not to imply this is easy, because again, you would never use these classes. Looks like Ian's chiming in here.
What is iterator aggregate?
What is iterator aggregate? Unfortunately, not what we're looking for. I find it amusing that every time you play Jeopardy and answer this question, you always go back to iterator aggregate is never the correct answer. But I applaud your consistency, sir. Ben Marks chiming in here.
What is iterator iterator?
What is iterator iterator? I believe that's the correct answer. If it's not, it's going to be a scandal. No, it's not. It's somebody remember that Ben Marks has an extra 400
At least
bucks.
I'm back to zero.
We'll just coincidentally leave Ben Marks at 0 for that. Ben Marks, did anyone actually know the answer to that question was multiple iterator? Because if so, looks like Luke Stokes is pointing to somebody. Luke Stokes was not pointing to someone. Luke Stokes was playing with a yo-yo, kindly sponsored by JetBrains. Thank you. Because when you think of yo-yos, you think of JetBrains. Okay. Luke Stokes, pick the next category for us. Center stage for 300. This speaker flew in all the way from New Zealand just to talk about bitwise operators, monads, and Enigma machines. Looks like Ian got in there.
Who is Christopher Pitt?
Who is Christopher Pitt is correct. Christopher, where are you? Not even here right now. I'm very disappointed. Well, Katie, you're from Australia. That's pretty close to the Kiwis. Feel free to pick the next category. Center stage for 200, wrapping up the speaker category. This Louisiana-based karaoke fiend, by the way, karaoke happening tonight around 9:30, 10 at the local comedy club, is the original creator of the PHP community IRC bot, Fergie, which he recently handed off to Joe Ferguson and one Matthew Trask. Ian, once again, winning the spam button competition. Ian.
Who is Matthew Turland, a.k.a. Elazar?
Who is Matthew Turland, a.k.a. Elazar, is correct. Congratulations there. Matt, are you in the audience here tonight? Alrighty, warming up those vocal cards. If you could spare some breath for us, please pick the next category and sing it in your best tune. I'm not going to repeat that for the in the microphone, but it was sufficiently karaoke style. 300 continuous iteration. This class allows you to register a callable, deciding whether value should be exposed during iteration. Remarkably simple name for a class, by the way. Ben Marks, you have nothing to lose.
Trench coat iterator.
The trench coat iterator is not what we're looking for. That would be the iterator that peddles stolen property. Go into the audience in 3, 2, 1. Audience. Cal Evans. Callback iterator is not what we're looking for. I'd find a way to dock you points if the community wouldn't kill me for it. You, sir. What is a callable iterator? Also incorrect. Is your name David 3? Okay. Gary Hawken. What is filter iterator is correct. Callback. Oh. 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 No take backsies. Sorry. I owe you $300. Here's my wallet. Whoa. Nice catch by Gary. I hope we got that on camera. That was phenomenal. Gary, you can pick the next catch. Take my wallet back from him right now. Sending in Samantha Canones to get my wallet back. Thank you. She didn't even need a knife for that one. Sam, you can pick the next category. Continuous array for 100. Don't question Samantha Canones, sir. Thank you. All right, this iterator class is so forward-thinking it never looks back. Ben Ramsey just got the joke. Buzzing in here. Blockbuster Video would hate this iterator. Please be kind. Jack Black movie. Really trying here, guys. Come on, Bill Condo, Freddie, somebody. All right, Ian, what do we got?
What is no rewind iterator?
What is no rewind iterator is the correct answer. Congratulations, Ian.
I got one right.
All right, let's take a look at the scores. To the surprise of nobody, the Jeopardy alumnus, Zach, walking away with 1,900 smackaroos. Congratulations. Ian took a gamble on a lot of questions, but still came in second place with 1,000. Hurricane Hugo for 900. Sorry, Freddie, for 1, not remembering your name, and 2nd for ending the game at 0. Magento, technically at negative 400, but I'll look the other way on this one and tied for last place with Freddie. Thanks for playing. We hope you join us next year at PHP Tech. Thanks to all the viewers at home. Please enjoy the rest of the games night. Grab yourself some more beer and flat square pizza. Thank you.